While Endeavor was going through like puberty and he had like two like weird like beard hairs that grow and they're just like little flames.
Little matches.
just like that line of smoke.
Father, what's happening to my voice? Alright, we're back with some more of VIII Lacrimosa of Donna. Let's scale the top to Mount Gendarme.
I was gonna say, we gotta be getting close to like meeting Donna.
Oh, are we really? Because...
Well, I'm saying like...
I'm pretty sure we still have the whole other half of the map. Now, I don't know if we meet Donna early on in the other half of the map, but...
I don't remember when we meet her, but I feel like we've got to be getting close. Like,
okay.
Because, I mean, you've played a lot of game.
Yes. Yes, I have. But I also know I'm in the 30s. And I know by, like, level 70 is when you're towards the end game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, like, Donna's towards, like, level 40 or something like that. Because I can usually gauge, depending on like what level my character is in RPG, where I am towards the end. In shorter RPGs,
see, it's different. Like
as you get towards level 30, you're nearing the end.
I guess it's
in longer
difficult for me to do that because I am typically pretty over leveled.
It's just because I've played so many.
Yeah.
That I kind of understand what the developer is intending. Yes, exactly.
I just know like. Once you are able to...
By the way, I can kill these things?
Yes. Once you're able to battle the primordials is, like, kind of when she starts to, like, hop around.
But I'm pretty sure you play a bit of her story first.
Yeah.
And then she meets Adol, and then you have to, like, swap between the two to get the full story.
Yes.
Because you kind of forgot that for a moment. To be like, oh yeah, I can go back to Eternia at these save points, and you had to like catch up for quite a bit. But right now,
I didn't know that you had to.
Oh, okay.
Or rather, I didn't know it was an option.
I see. Alrighty. So what's happening right now is we're testing Euron's shoulder pad.
His bleed guard.
Yeah, his bleed guard. That's it. Beautiful flash guard, by the way. They don't happen often, but when they do, I'm just like, brings a tear to my eye. I'm just like, I don't suck. I'm pretty lackluster, but I don't suck.
Nah, you're...
Oh, thank you. I see a lot of players, like, they'll flash guard and then flash move and then do another flash guard. I'm just like, God, how the fuck did they break the game? Oh, there we go. Prototype testing complete.
Yay!
Oh, shit.
Adol's like, I didn't bleed on the outside. He's dead. Just leave me here.
Aw.
You wrap your
Kinda
belly.
Kind of like winces when it dies.
Aw. Kind of looked like Luna trying to go to sleep.
Aw. Baby girl.
Oh my god. I love it when she lets me snuggle her like she did last night. Where I can like wrap my arms around her and she just like snuggles in.
I agree. Alright. I love this scene.
What have you got for me?
Just give him the old banged up guard and he's like, the hell'd you do to it?
It's funny because I'm sure he's like, probably like, oh, you beat the hell out of it. Like, come on, man. But also kind of like, dang it, I need to get better stuff.
Yeah. But he's going to do it right now. Consider this your payment. Dragon Pauldron. It's a beautifully ornate shoulder guard. Are you staring at?
You must really like crafting.
against you. Don't you judge me.
I would say that's one of my favorite interactions.
We did it.
The whole time he's just been kind of like, ugh. What do you think you're doing? Alright, so we got new skills.
Wesky's tap
Flame
dancing on the
swing
steps.
for Rakota.
Well, by the end of the episode, he should be about
Yeah.
halfway down the steps.
Yeah, pretty much. Who should get the dragon pauldron? Oh yeah. Put it on our leading guy.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hero's a little sleepy.
Little Pero.
Oh, cool. Fenrir talisman to resist freeze. Pyrrhus talisman to resist burn. Athlete ring.
Ooh, Bloodfang is cool.
I think I have Bloodfang. I don't know who has it equipped. I think it's Loxia. But I do have a Bloodfang.
Which one do you want?
Also dismantle some of the older stuff.
Take it.
See, I'm learning.
Yes, yes. I started dismantling things that I owned more than one of.
Well, come again.
Yeah. That's probably wise.
Whereas I would get 8 chainmail armor, and I'm just like, right.
Alright, so this area where we fought Avaladragil is called the mid part of the mountain. So we're halfway. We're halfway up Gendarme. But also, there's another new character that we're going to meet in this little cave.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, you don't? Honestly, I forgot this was even a thing of the E series.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay. Took me a second. It's the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Meow. I do not look like I belong in this universe.
It's a
Mishishi.
I've seen this weirdo before. Peeking in my windows.
It's the finger boots that scare me. They're just very disturbing.
Oh, why?
Yes, it's called a Mishi. Aw, Mishi hungry.
No. It's a Pokemon.
Yeah, basically. Okay, it doesn't want fish or fruit.
I speak beast.
Well, I
If
mean, she
can
also
walk
talked
with
to
the
the.
animals.
Yeah.
Talk with the animals.
Well, she also
She's Dr. Doolittle.
spoke with the bird.
Yes, she talks with all animals. There's actually quite a few other creatures that we're going to interact with. Alright, so Mishi wants to eat samples of our recipes. If I can give him some fish soup, hearty ratatouille. Everyone loves ratatouille.
Except for you.
Yeah, except for me.
I explained what ratatouille was to you, and you were like, that sounds terrible.
It's just like, nope, not a fan. But it's still hungry. Seafood quiche.
Nom 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 nom.
Satisfied. Gave me some crewberries. Alright, not bad. I'm guessing the more I feed it, the better my rewards are. Nom, 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 nom.
Well, I think, too, you run into him a lot.
Yeah, it's similar to the bird. So, like, the bird, you're
Yeah.
constantly going to feed fish, and the more you feed it,
The better.
it gets satisfied.
Yeah.
Mishi, yeah, ripe coconut. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to find more recipes. So it only wants to, like, sample a recipe.
Right.
And then you can no longer give it that food.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the same as whenever you were giving the fish.
Yeah, you can only do new fish. Because I noticed, because I'm just like, I caught 3 mirages. And it's just
Yeah.
like,
It's like,
No.
I've already had that one.
You already gave him the Mirage. So I was just like, oh, my mistake.
But it's really neat because whenever you go fishing, like, the bigger the fish, when it,
Use your words, Amanda.
I don't, yeah, I forget her name. Ricotta.
Oh, okay.
And it's like the cheese girl.
Cheese girl.
She, I believe, is a pretty decent fisher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
I did not know that. I'll have to use her in fishing more often. Usually she just can't reach.
yeah.
Like, it's weird how, like, if there's a fish way out there, she can't reach, but if I use, like, Adel or Sahad, they'll make it.
Yeah. Boys have longer arms than girls.
Yeah, so that's how it works. She is just fucking up these snakes.
But really, if you're proportionate, the tip of your toes to your wrist, your heel to your elbow, that's the length of your foot.
Okay.
Boys typically have bigger feet than girls because they're typically taller, which means your arm from your wrist to your elbow is longer,
Okay.
which means your arms are longer
Yeah. What's that to do with casting a line, though?
because you get more reach.
Okay. Well, alright then. See, I actually didn't know that.
So, and I mean, that's not like standard for always. You could have, you know, a girl that just has a lot of power in that cast off, or, you know, a boy that doesn't.
Or a girl with that long arm disease from Little Nightmares, that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Malayan or something like that?
Oh, I already forgot what it's called.
Yeah, so do I. That one. Quit that. That is a very disturbing noise.
I'm itchy.
What is... Stop. Lost my train of thought. Just itchy all over the place, are we?
Well, like, I hate it when the weather goes from really, really warm to really, really cold
Yeah.
overnight, because then my skin is just like...
I see. Alright then. Ooh, rainbow pigment. I'm guessing that's one of those gifts that I can give a castaway.
Yes.
Alrighty. Onward and upward.
I love whenever she jumps, she, like, starfishes.
Yeah, it's quite a bizarre animation, if I do say so myself. This'll take care of him. Oh,
Maybe.
maybe. Nah, I'm gonna miss. The scorpion's over there. Thank you. I would have been so mad if she's just like slamming and I'm just like,
No, I think whenever
Ricotta?
when they do this
Olympus
move,
would be that way.
when they do this move, it hits whatever one is close enough. But I'm pretty sure it has to be
I'm
like
convinced
pretty
you can
far
kinda
away.
control it with the control stick because I've
I mean,
I've been able to turn Adol to be like, no, / this one.
Yeah.
And as I'm going through the animation, he will turn until the last shot. Once that, like, big picture shows up and
Yeah.
it's just like, let's finish this. That's when
Yeah.
you no longer have control. But when he's just, like, doing those powerful slashes, I swear I've been able, or at least I feel like I'm controlling him. I'm probably not, but I'm just like, yeah.
I don't know that they're
Turn and
moving.
kill
I
this
know, like,
one.
I can move the camera around,
Okay.
but I don't know. I didn't really pay attention.
Oh, it's getting harder to see up here. We're going above the clouds. Whew. Taking some damage here. What do I want to use?
Just hand feed 8 million crew berries.
Screw it. Use a potion. Just an empty bottle left over. I got bunches of
Which
them.
is good, because you can just make another one.
Yeah, you can just make another one, exactly. It's not like in the harder modes where that actually eliminates the potion.
Oh.
Yeah, that actually says that. So, like, enemies will hit harder, and potions, once used, cannot be refilled.
That's awful.
Yeah, well, it's basically the game being like, get good. You don't want to use potions. If you do, you'll save them for a rainy day.
See, I like that mentality. I'm not a big fan of it because it's like, oh, well, I mean, what if I need this for like the next boss or the next boss or the next boss? Like, how do you know when that moment is that you need it?
It's for you to decide.
I hate it.
It's kind of like when I think what would actually encourage me, no, it wouldn't. That would be too similar to Breath of the Wild. Because I was thinking of like food, and it's just like, oh, we'll just save it for this meal or this meal. And if you wait too long, it spoils.
Yeah.
It's like if potions would like spoil for keeping them too long, but I'd be like, it's the Breath of the Wild fiasco all over again.
Yeah.
To where it's just like you're just keeping shit.
See, I think it would be neat, like,
And
if you, like, so say you have, like, this healing potion that heals 60%. Once you use that, you can't make that specific potion again, but you could make a different potion.
Maybe that could work.
So I feel like that would be cool. So, like, at the beginning of the game, it's like a revive, and then it's like, oh, 75%, 50%, 25%.
Well, what most older RPGs, and especially older Zeldas, what they do is they'd be like, you have 4 bottles. Link's Awakening is like that. You have 4 bottles. So you can carry a max of 4 potions.
Yeah.
But a potion uses a bottle. So if you want to use something else that uses a bottle, drink one of your potions or figure it out.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the game has a max of 4 bottles.
Yeah.
So if it's like, oh, I want to catch a fairy, but I also want a potion. So it's just like, okay, that's 2.
Yeah.
So you got 2 left. It's whereas a lot of RPGs, and Breath of the Wild included, has unlimited recipes and potions and stuff like that. So it's just like,
I think it would be
this is
interesting.
a little bass-ackwards.
I think it would also be interesting, though, like, if you made a potion, you could only use so much of it.
What do you mean?
So it's like for a full, like, if you have a bottle and you have, like, a healing potion in there.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, you start the game and it's like you only drink a quarter of it, and then you have to drink another quarter and another. So basically you get to use it like 4 times before it's like, okay, you don't have any more potions.
Oh, that's Dark Souls. So you
Okay.
have like Estus flasks, and like I think at like a bonfire or something you can replenish them. But
Yeah.
unless you go to a bonfire, it's like 4 drinks of an Estus flask is what you got.
Yeah.
Now I think there's ways you can upgrade. I don't know. Dark Souls.
I think that's just, to me, that's a neat feature, and I feel like it would be more palatable than just like, oh, you get 1 drink.
Yeah, you have like 4 or 5, and they replenish when you go to a bonfire. But for the most part, it's just like,
But I
let's
even
say
think
a
it
boss
could
fight,
be cool if, like,
you got 5 drinks,
yeah.
and that's all you got for that boss fight. So use
Yeah.
it sparingly.
I just think there's neat ways to get around the harshness of, like, you get 1 shot. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, listen, I'm not the real Slim Shady. I've missed my chance to blow this opportunity.
Nice. Just skipping with these giant weapons.
Let's go.
What an image. That's always satisfying, though. Stabbing them and then having it detonate.
Oh, you look so close on the little map.
This is a long area.
Yeah. Well, because you can't go straight up. You have to wind around.
Like you're actually exploring the mountain. It's not just, hey, you can climb that mountain. No, literally straight up.
Yeah.
Climbing a mountain. Just, I'm like, this is riveting gameplay, let me tell ya. Oh, hang on. My stamina is depleting. Let me hug a crevice so it can replenish slowly. Okay, back up the mountain.
You know what? Link is trying his best.
He's trying his best, yeah. But his best isn't good enough. See? So watch. Well, that's a bad example because he's right in front of me. Although I like that I'm staying airborne. Makes it even more flashy. Ooh,
They all do.
a beautiful kill.
When they do their flash move.
Airborne? Mm-hmm. No, not always. Sometimes you can stay on the ground.
Oh, I've never stayed on the ground.
Oh.
But I wonder if it's because I'm just...
So you always just jump in the air?
Yeah. Woo! I might just be in a constant state of jumping.
That might make a little bit of sense. Uh-oh.
That means there's a boss.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, I've seen you face this boss. I'm going into this puppy blind. So let's see how we do. This is the boss that I like to call the Endeavor Rooster.
Yes.
We're up pretty damn high.
And we saw it earlier in the game. Loxia was just like, whoa, that's a pterosaur. A primordial pterosaur.
What's wrong, Rakota? Something's coming from the sky!
I sense something.
Power I've not felt in a long time.
Word! That's the primordial terror!
My word.
I say.
Kutsa.
Oh, stylish. Got superhero landing and everything.
It's
Ancient
a chicken
conqueror
dragon.
of the heavens, Giasburn.
I'm a chicken dragon.
And right here is why I call it the Endeavor Chicken.
Things even bigger up close.
Okay, not right here. I guess there's a little bit of banter first.
The creature has claimed Gendarme as its territory.
It just shakes its little head.
You shall not pass.
Then let us fight! On guard!
Here we go. And this is why I call it the Endeavor Chicken.
His little mustache lights
Yeah.
on fire. I do love that Endeavor though, like whenever it shows images or like animation of him being younger, like he just has like a tiny flaming mustache
Yeah.
and then he has like a tiny flaming goatee.
Yes, exactly. So the most frustrating thing about this boss is that for a good portion of the fight, it's out of reach.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep your eye on it, dodge some of its moves, and wait until it shows up real close like this.
I just thought how awkward it would be while Endeavor was going through like puberty and he had like two like weird like beard hairs that grow and they're just like little flames.
Little matches.
just like that line of smoke.
Father, what's happening
To my voice. Puberty, son. Puberty. Aw, bummer. It'd be really cool if during the flash move you could like hitch a ride on it and do a bit of damage. That'd be kind of cool. That was in, I think, a Castlevania game where like there's like a dragon monster, and if you time it right while it burrows into the ground, you can hop onto its back. So as it's flying, you can still attack it. So this is the first boss to give us a whole new health meter.
I do enjoy the bosses though, like I can definitely see where you get some ideas for like mashing animals together.
Yes.
Because I'm just like, okay, so he's like a dragon, but also a chicken, but also it looks like maybe a
pterodactyl?
tiger
Oh yeah.
in there. So I'm just
Nobody
like,
better steal my Dolphin. Copyright Warren 2006,
I love it.
I think. Ooh. Bitch slapped my HP down to 3 digits.
That moment is going to live in my memory, I hope, forever.
Good.
We were like looking over all of our like old writings and drawings and just like going through like old binders of stuff. And I found like a poetry binder of mine when I was like a freshman in high school. And I was like,
slap.
wow, I'm so emo. Like this is so like dark cringy. And you're like, oh, I here's a picture. I drove a dolphin and a scorpion.
The dolphin.
And I was just like, I wonder if we would have been friends.
Probably not. Oh, this looks fun. Oh, dear.
Fireball.
He's sitting up there like he's on Bald Mountain. Just perched up there. Dun, 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 dun. Stop, drop, roll. Stop, drop, roll.
He goes, I'm sorry. I had Cajun for lunch. This is acid reflux. I'm not trying to attack you.
Acid reflux is acting up here.
Dude, that's what my
God,
acid
that
reflux
is a
feels like at
brutal
night.
Bitch slap.
I lay down and I turn into the Endeavor Rooster.
That was me last night with that Baja Blast.
Oh.
And chicken wings and spicy pepperoni. All that stuff.
Chamomile tea.
I Baja blew up the toilet.
Oh no.
Baja blasted the toilet I did. I was just like, oh my.
I just have to drink chamomile tea until I don't want to throw up anymore.
Yeah. That too. Damn it. Oh, of course, a burn effect.
Adol's like, am I on freaking fire?
Oh my god, I'm on fire. There we go. Loxia, you can have it too. Everybody eat up. We got ourselves some regen. Yeah, that's right. Roll right into the fire again.
Yum, yum,
Son
yum.
of a bitch.
Oh, his health goes down fast.
Yes,
when
it
he's on
does.
Fire.
Yeah, burns as bad as bleed. Just want to poke your big ass chest. Whoa!
So it looks like
Turn
his
full on flamethrower with that one.
it looks like his chest puffs out whenever he's getting ready to
Yeah.
like blast fire.
Yeah, it's definitely doing like the standard like charge attack where it's
Yeah.
like. But it's different from Yeast 7. So Yeast 7 with the bosses, they have what's called the danger zone, to where a boss will charge up a very brutal attack that could one-shot your entire party. But you can either stun them or like counter it to disable the attack.
Okay.
This, I don't see that happening here. Now, granted, you can still stun the bosses and stuff, but it doesn't have that moment where it's just like countdown
Yeah.
in 5, 4, 3,
Yeah,
2,
I don't know
1,
that any of
and then
them
it
had
nukes
that.
you. I think that was specifically a Yeast 7 thing.
Well, because they do that in Trials of Mana.
Kinda, yeah. I think there. Yes. So when it was charging and like
All
you
of-
had to
all of the
take down
Benevodons.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to take down that meter
Yeah.
before the time, otherwise they'd devastate your. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Your party. Speaking of Trials of Mana, we have a new Mana game that
It
was
looks
finally
really
announced.
good.
Visions
It looks
of Mana.
beautiful.
Gonna get a PS5 for that shit.
We'll have to save up.
Well, we got a year.
Yeah.
It's slated for 2024, but it doesn't have an actual like month or anything.
Okay.
So, if I were to guess, either like 1 year exactly from now, or realistically early 2025.
Okay.
So like they just say 2024 now
Yeah.
to be like, well, it's
To
coming.
give you some kind of idea.
But yeah, for the longest time, all the newer Mana games have been remakes. So since the PS2, this is going to be the first new Mana game. And it definitely took a lot of notes from the Trials of Mana remake to be like,
Yeah.
hey, we got something working here. Let's keep this
Yeah.
going. Because all the other ones were experimental and varying degrees of success.
Well, it definitely looks beautiful.
Absolutely, I agree. I'm a little surprised that there is no Switch port, but I guess it's just that powerful.
I mean, I could see that.
Now I'm bleeding. First I'm burning. First I'm burning.
For
Then I'm
for a
bleeding.
second, I was like, oh my god, where? Like, are you okay?
I'm bleeding.
I have chocolate sauce on my arm, and every time I look at it, I'm like, oh my god. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's chocolate.
Damn it. Literally got one more shot on this guy, and he's just like, you can't get me. I'm going to stay airborne throughout the whole thing. There it is.
Ah.
That was an exciting battle.
He's like, I was 3 million years old, and you've defeated me.
There was a boss from a Bomberman game that was similar to this guy. Oh.
Well, what I'm wondering essentially is if that's supposed to be kind of like a cockatrice.
Maybe.
We win?
I'm so exhausted.
I've never seen a cockatrice that big.
Yes.
But, like,
They're
design-wise.
usually human size.
Because,
Maybe.
well, it's a primordial.
Yeah, good point.
So everything was bigger whenever the Earth was hotter.
That is true.
Which is why we had mosquitoes the size of cars.
Oh, God. Don't worry. Loxia can take care of the mosquitoes the size of cars.
She's like, nope, I don't think so.
But there's like a wyvern boss in Bomberman where you're on a bridge and it's circling around you and you gotta wait until it comes close so you can actually attack it. So it's mostly about just watching it and keeping the Granted, this is on the Nintendo 64, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, camera, focus on the dragon.
Look at how spectacular.
Ooh. This is a cool shot.
I want to live there.
Look at all the
So are those all Endeavor chickens or are those different beasties?
Those are all different kinds of beasties.
Ooh.
Flying beasties.
Hello, beasties.
Sahad's face.
Yes.
So I was like, oh shit, we're only halfway done with this adventure.
Agree with her.
We're not even close to finishing. That's the end of chapter 3. Surpassing Gendarme.
And Finn.
How many chapters are there total? Like 7?
I want to say 7 or 8.
7 or 8? Okay.
Indeed. If you want to go any further than this, you'll need a ship.
Look at that crevice in the middle. Like
Mhm.
the waterfalls and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's cool. All these places. And we're gonna see them all.
Yep.
Crazy, but all them structures look man-made to me.
Oh, this is the first time they're just like, wait,
And the rather enormous
there's
ground.
human civilization here.
Mhm.
Here before?
There's a big old
Rakota's like,
over yonder where the seawater's
Is-
flowing
is
down
that
like a
where it came from?
waterfall.
Can anyone tell me where I came from?
I don't know what I expected to find on the north side of the island, but I definitely didn't expect this.
This is definitely where the game starts to remind me of Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Yeah.
Which is a fantastic movie, so by all means, rip off Atlantis: The Lost Empire, please.
Well, I feel like kind of the idea that they're using isn't a new idea,
No, it's
but
not.
it still is a cool idea. It's not overused so much. She's like, I'm watching you, Loxia. It's not overused in the sense of like, okay, I'm tired of this. But it's not unique.
No.
I knew you would say that. It's dangerous.
I guess I am just a sucker for like
Primordial.
seeing the ruins and then getting to see like what it looked like in its prime and then
Yeah.
like flipping between the two.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But turning back ain't an option. And your father's probably down there.
It's also really neat that you can like play both, like explore the ruins,
Yeah.
but also go back in the past
And see it.
and experience it in real time, unlike Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, I'll stop. To where they're all cutscenes. I'll stop, I promise. Look, this is where I wanted Zelda lore-wise
Yeah.
to go, to where like it's not just telling me,
But you get to
you get to experience it. And it's not just me like going through a bunch of rubble and it's just like, one time this was a great civilization. I'm like, yeah, prove it.
it. Oh, must have been nice. Yeah,
Also, I like that we're still seeing new enemies and new creatures. That helps in a game. It
I
just
think
does.
honestly, like that is one of my favorite aspects of Ys as a whole so far of what I've played is each area has its own ecosystem,
Yes.
really, of like yeah, you might see, the same enemy here or there, but for the most part, like, you're gonna fight starfish on the beach. You're not gonna fight starfish in the mountains,
Right.
Like,
Heyo, heyo.
so.
Blunt and to the point.
She's like, you just let us catch on fire?
Why didn't you join us with the giant flaming chicken? I know you saw it. Everyone saw it. It's as big as the fucking mountain. Classified. Loxy is like, Adol, please be the father in this situation. Aren't you gonna do anything?
And then he's just like, hey man, what's up?
God damn it.
It's not what I meant. I love their relationship.
Oh, they have a relationship? Aww. Put it there, kid. Way to go. Oh, that's cool. Because they are. Fina's like,
Meanwhile, Sahad's like, well, it's handy to have around in a fight, so.
I mean, did you see what he did with the giant hippo? I saw what he did with the giant hippo. All right, so Hummel joined. Now we got our full party. Ooh, Chapter 4, The Lost World. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I mean, kinda.
They do move in herds.
Aww.
All right, anywho. All right. So we haven't used Hummel in a while, so we're going to use some Hummel. Hummel in the lead. Yeah, this will be our trio for a bit.
Meanwhile, little Paro's like, good luck! Don't die!
All right, Mountain Pinnacle Trail. Buffalo. What the hell are these?
They're anemones.
Oh, are they really?
No.
No, they look like horseshoe crabs.
They look like beetles.
Ew. And an anemone. All right, kid, don't hurt yourself. Oh yeah, I love just standing back and.
I think I made myself sad when I learned what soft-shelled crabs were.
Oh, why is that?
I was like, oh, like I don't know. I can't think of, like, I know that I will more than likely never be a vegetarian or a vegan.
Right, what the hell is that? Dictian. Oh, of course it rolls.
Yeah.
It's spiky and nasty,
rolly
so of course it rolls.
But I can't think about
Oh my god, that was so funny.
the meat that I'm eating as like a living thing because then I get sad.
Okay. So it's like the John Panette when the lamb fell asleep on his
Yeah,
lap.
it was like, well, now I
And he
can
was
never
just
have
like-
pork chops. Like,
They were like,
or
would you
lamb
like to
chops."
see the cows? And he goes, hell no.
Yeah. It's just like I can't actively think about it or else I can't eat it.
I got you.
But soft-shelled crabs are like when a crab molts its shell because it grew too big for its
Yes.
shell. They collect the crab before it grows a harder
Aw.
shell.
Well,
I'm like, it's vulnerable!
sucks to suck. Makes it easier to eat.
Yeah.
So speaking of eating, earlier, Ricotta was just like, "Oh, I wonder what that tastes like," and everyone was just like, "Don't do it." Even Hummel's like, "Don't, just don't."
Well, that was the question that I had asked was like, do they eat these primordials that they're killing? Like,
Ricotta probably does.
are they like, well, I mean, we don't want to waste food.
Everyone's probably like using the monster parts and stuff like that. Meanwhile, Ricotta's just like
Like,
chewing
gnawing
full
on
on
a-
a primordial leg.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we can cook that. No, I'm fine.
I mean, but she has lived on the island her whole life, so...
Yeah, so she probably knows the proper way to eat primordials without suffering diseases.
Yeah,
I'll bet her father taught her.
maybe.
Now remember, you gotta cook the chicken pterosaur for about 5 minutes on each side. We don't want you to
No
get a
pink in the
disease.
middle.
No pink in the middle. All right?
This one, though, you could eat medium. Medium rare. It's fine. Booby! I haven't seen her for a couple days.
Just to be clear, Booby is a cat.
Yeah.
It's not like something popped out of your shirt.
Booby! Excuse me, madam. Back to your assigned seat.
Tactile door. Alrighty. There's this one enemy coming up that's really cool. It's like a big old armadillo. We're going to see that, I think, in this cave. There's also another enemy that we're going to not fuck around and find out just yet. Yeah, this is the area where even though you can fight primordials, there's
You
quite a
shouldn't,
few
yeah.
over-leveled primordials that you should just leave alone.
Well, not only that, but even like Kathleen said, when she put the orichalcum on your weapons, she's like, if you get more,
Yeah.
I can make them stronger. But they are not strong enough for all of the primordials yet.
Exactly.
I must get stronger!
I'm just trying to get that chest. I fell off the wrong side of the ledge and I was just like, poop.
Name that show.
I must get stronger.
I must get stronger!
My Hero Academia.
No.
Really? I'm sure he says that. Alright, can I get a hint?
It was one of the first animes we watched.
Soul Eater.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maka.
Oh, very cool.
Maka, 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 maka.
Here we go. All that for 5 worms. I am probably going to end this game with like 200 pieces of bait.
Well, you shouldn't. You should be going fishing.
I fish when I see them.
Well, it's any body of water. You don't have to see them. You can go fishing even if you don't see fish.
Oh, even if you don't see the silhouettes? Ah, shit. All this time I thought it was like the fish. Huh. Well, all right then.
Because even if you go fishing and you don't see fish, you can still pull up, like, treasure chests. You can pull up different items.
I thought something had to sparkle in the water.
Nope.
Okay. All right. By the way, that was the big old armadillo creature. You don't do much damage until you, like, shatter its shell. Then it's just
Until
sitting
he's
there,
a
like...
soft-shelled crab.
Until he's a soft-shelled crab,
Aw.
exactly. Then he's a sitting duck and you could just wail on him.
I genuinely was quite upset.
All right.
And then all I could think of was the episode of SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs molts.
Mr. Krabs.
I was very upset.
Oh, well, we don't have crab often, so
No.
everything's going to be all right.
It's too expensive.
It's delicious.
It is delicious.
Oh my god, lemon butter sauce. Oh,
I know, like, I've bought the imitation crab.
and that's
For
fine.
us.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same.
It's
but-
not quite the same, but
it's
if you
nice
put
in a
enough
pinch
lemon
for,
butter,
like-
you don't tell the difference.
Well, I made it in, I think I put it in the Krabby Patties.
That's right, you did. The old nasty patty you made.
Yeah.
See? He's sitting there. Oh no, my shell!
I'm
Guess
sorry.
I'm gonna sit here and die.
I'm third generation.
Wah, 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 wah.
My entire existence was to protect this cave.
I failed. I really don't know what the hell those are supposed to be.
They remind me of caterpillars.
Yeah, they do kind of move like caterpillars until they do this.
Yeah. I just learned the other day that, you know, like the fuzzy wuzzy, like roly-poly caterpillars, the brown and black ones?
Yes.
Depending on where their stripes are at and how their stripes are aligned, tells you what kind of winter you're going to have.
Oh, cool. Well, that's very fascinating.
I love it.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I got sidetracked on my research about bees.
Of course it was on research for bees.
Oh, what about this bug?
I don't understand how I can be so interested and so fascinated about bugs, but I don't want them on me. Like, I don't want to touch them.
Well,
They don't feel pleasant, so it's probably just like a tickling thing.
See, I don't know, because when I was young, I had no problems, like, picking up bugs, and...
Did you have a traumatic experience?
No.
Like a bug flew in your face or in your
don't-
hair or
I
something
don't-
like that?
I don't think so. Not that I can recall.
Well, that's all I got.
Unless, I mean, I blocked it out. You know, I don't know.
It's possible.
But, I mean, I can still pick it up. It's not like I have a phobia of touching bugs. I just...
I'm just not fond of them.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm okay with.
Most of, like, if I know that it's not going to bite me, it's not poisonous, and if I touch it and then pet one of our animals, it's not going to hurt our animals.
I'll be honest, I often don't consider that third one. I don't
Yeah.
give that one much thought. I probably should. Oops.
Because I'm like that with flowers and stuff, too. Like, I'm very
Yeah.
cautious of, like, what flowers and vegetables are in the yard. And
Just
also,
before you
like...
pet the cat, she'll be like, "Did you wash your hands?"
But also what type of flowers I bring into the house. Like, I absolutely love poinsettias, but I don't really like bringing poinsettias into the house because the cats will chew on them and they're
Yeah.
poisonous.
Yes, they are poisonous. That's correct.
It's the same with, like, Easter lilies and peace lilies
Oh,
are
wow.
poisonous to cats.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, these dumbasses, they're gonna eat it.
Aw. Everything's rolling at me on this island. There we go.
You see them rolling, we're smashing.
Yeah, I think when it loses its shell, it just admits defeat.
Aw.
Because it just lays there
It
and
is
lets you
kind of sad.
wail at it.
Okay.
Like, I don't even think it tries to defend itself. I think
No.
it just goes,
I think its only defense is the shell.
yep.
Hello, beautiful.
Aw, she responded.
She's like, thanks, I know.
She's like, back at you.
Aw. I often wonder, like, I know elephants think humans are cute. I wonder what
Cats,
like,
no.
like cats and dogs. Like, I know they love us and they get excited to see us, but are they like, I love my human, hideous creature as it is, I still love it. Like,
That sounds like Luna. I love these ugly fucks.
I love when Luna tries to be slick when one of us are coming home and she like waits by the door for us, but then as soon as the door opens, she's like, oh, you're home? I didn't notice.
She hopped off my lap like she was giving me a BJ. Like, when you came home, she just hopped off like,
I wasn't with you, man.
She loves you. She would like, if she doesn't give a shit.
I don't know why she left then.
Did she come to the door?
I don't know, because I was watching Monarch, and she was just on my lap petting, and then you opened the door, and her ears went, and then she looked, and then she just hopped off. And I was just like,
I'm pretty sure she came to the door.
I'm like, she knows about the
Yeah,
affair,
to
Luna.
see
We're
me.
good.
I know. I'm like, Lou, I know you're the other woman. It's fine.
She approves.
Even when I'm snuggling with Luna, she's looking at you with like... It used to make me jealous, but now I'm just like, aww. Jealous in the sense of like, my cat loves him more than she loves
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I know.
Not like, that bitch better go away from her.
Yeah, really.
Like,
Red gloves.
thought I would just have to clarify that.
Yeah, it's all jokes here, folks.
Yeah.
Nothing's actually happening. There's not an actual affair with me and a fucking cat. She just does act like someone
Oh
who's
my
just
God,
like,
she-
oh, we're cheating on Amanda.
She like, it's so funny because she loves you so
I'm
much.
stealing your man.
And I will often be like, Luna, where's your boyfriend? And then she runs to you. It just reminds me of that video of the the guy sitting on the couch next to the cat, and it's like, if the house were ever on fire, who would you save, me or the cat? And he goes, you? And then the cat like looks up at him, and he looks down at the cat.
Cat's like, come on, be real. We can all say it because we all know it.
See, my big thing, like, if there's ever, unless you are incapacitated, like, of course, I would, like, save you first if you're incapacitated. But, like, you have legs and opposable thumbs, and our fur babies do not.
Yes.
So, and I would expect the same thing. Unless I am incapacitated, like, please save the animals.
What if I'm mid-saving the animals and you become my hip? Do I drop the cat and go, my life? Or do I just yeet him out the window?
I mean, I feel like if I was like, my hip, I would still be, like, adrenaline would still get me out of the house.
Okay.
I'm thinking, like, if a beam falls and, like, knocks me unconscious, you know?
I guess that was the end of that conversation.
Well, I was...
That was the end of that story.
I'm sorry, in my head I was creating a plan. I'm like, okay, so, like, we're in this room.
Whole other room.
I'm not gonna lie, like...
Just map out the house.
So, whenever we had to evacuate the house, and, like, we gathered all the animals except Bubka, because, sorry, Bub, couldn't find her.
It'd be a lot easier now, but at that time,
yeah.
Bubka hit a lot.
Yeah, she still wasn't open to receiving love. And I, like, was gung-ho about, like, having a cat carrier in, like, every room, just so that way it's like when you find the cats, you just shove them in the carrier, like...
And then get out the house.
Come to, like, when it happens, we didn't even use a cat carrier. I quite literally just grabbed both cats by their scruffs and threw them into my car.
Yes. And I just took the dog, and I'm like, come on, we're going.
Yeah. And at the time, like, Milo, who was our big orange cat, both him and Wesker were looking out my car window. And the firemen were like, oh, you have two Shivas. And I'm like, that one's a cat. Like, because I was so stressed and so upset. I was like, you dumbass! That one's a cat!
Wesker's like, you need to work on your looks. They think you're a dog. I was like, God damn it.
Well, because, I mean, he was just, like, that big of a cat.
Yeah, he was. Everyone was fine, though. Basically, what happened was lightning struck the house.
Yeah, and it just popped circuits, like some of our fuses.
So we called the firemen, and they were just like, well, get out of the house. And
well, because what freaked me out, we were standing in the kitchen, and, like, I was looking up, and then I heard it hit.
Yeah.
And then our kitchen light and the ceiling fan, I, like, watched it kind of, like, not blow up, not like an explosion, but, like...
Flicker.
I saw the, like...
Spark?
Okay. And then I smelled burning plastic, which is a sign of an electrical fire. So I was like... And then... As soon as you called 911, and I was like, yeah, it smells like burning plastic. They were like, you need to get out of your house now.
Yep. So you were just like, whoop, got the cats.
So
I got the dog. Fuck Bubka. Here we go.
I was like, where's Bubka?
Bubka's up there like,
Real nice. They took everything from me. And now they leave me alone to die in the house.
Now I feel like, though, we would be okay. I would be able to pick her up.
yeah, we'd be good.
Yeah. But it's funny because the firemen that came to the house for that incident were the same firemen that came to the house when we lit the yard on fire.
Yes. That's why they were just like, all right, you guys are not allowed to use any fired equipment. Anything that can start a spark, don't use it.
They're like, listen, that fire pit, not a great idea. Oh, my Lanta.
So by the way, that big old T-Rex, we don't want to touch that because it's in the 40s.
Yeah, he's...
But we will come back because he's guarding one of those very important location points.
Yes. I think it's an Falcom well.
It's something related to like those shiny colors over there.
Pretty colors.
Well, maybe I can go up this way and bypass the dinosaur. Haha! I'll sneak. Or not.
Hashtag post commentary.
Yes, yes. Ys 9 will be streamed, maybe. We'll see.
I feel like that could be a fun stream.
There's some games that we're still gonna do post commentary, just for the sole sake of like practicing and like progressing.
Yeah.
But there's also gonna be a bunch of games that we're gonna switch to the stream format.
So I think games that like we've already played or like you've played most of it in the past, I
Yeah.
think would be fun to stream because you kind of already know a little bit.
Those would also be good streams to do solo if you can't make it.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I'll do Duran's story of Trials of Mana, or
Yeah.
just something different on a harder difficulty because I hate myself.
This baby.
Nor did I.
Or maybe like a couple different versions of the same game.
Mm,
I think that'd make a fun stream.
that would be fun.
Perhaps they were places of worship for this giant tree.
It's just so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Those are kind of like the tops I want to put on the beehives.
Oh, that would be really cool if you made like an Eternian beehive.
That's like so I wanted to put
It's
like tops like that on the beehives and like fill around the bottom with the marbles to put water in it so that they
Okay.
have like a watering area
Oh, cool.
because they do have to have water.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to think up some designs and like how I want to build it. Because like I know I'm going to get bees. I don't know that I'll be able to get them this year.
Okay.
Because I still have to like clean out where they're going to go and like get that ready.
So you'll probably spend this summer
Yeah.
to prep and get
where-
the space.
yes.
And then next summer,
The
the
bees.
bees.
Because I also want to have like established food sources for them.
Okay.
So like getting the flowers growing so that way they can have established food sources.
No problem.
Yay!
Everyone's camping together. Camp out.
We'll have to go camping next year.
Yeah.
Now that
I
we
agree
have a
with
tent
that.
and an air mattress and
Next year, as in a couple weeks, or next year?
well, not in the snow, like or in the
Oh,
cold,
good
like
point.
you know.
Yeah.
I think the spring would be fun whenever it's like warm-ish during the day and like chilly at night because
Okay.
then like we could wear big hoodies and sit around the fire.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, that was a quickie.
They're like, we gotta rest up. We're exploring tomorrow.
Like a child.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Donna? Yes. All right, back with some more Donna.
So I'm experimenting with like making dolls.
Ooh.
Um
Okay.
and the one I'm experimenting with is making a Donna doll.
Oh, that's really cool.
So I have to see if I have any fabric that matches her colors.
Yeah.
But I just thought it would be fun to try and make a doll.
Definitely. That'd be awesome.
That's why I have that naked, faceless, hairless doll in there.
Oh, okay. I was just like, probably another craft. Think
Yes.
nothing of it.
So I have to try and either like melt her arms or cut her arms so that I can bend them so to like the position where she holds her
weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now I look forward to it. Speaking of which, my sister looks forward to the gnome.
I am
figures.
so excited about making the little gnomes.
And she definitely wants one.
Yes. I just thought they were really cute.
There's always like, I think I've said this multiple times.
Yeah,
but
there's always
one
something like
thing
that I'm
in a
like,
game
oh,
that
I'm
you're
gonna
like,
make a
I
craft.
want to make a craft.
Well, this one, like, I'm not recording the process for this doll because I've never made one before.
Okay.
And I've noticed, like, with the quality of some of the crafts that I've done, like, if I haven't made it before, it's kind of like a janky process.
Yeah.
So if I can figure out, like, oh, okay, like, this works for this type of doll, then I would record one. But this is kind of my experiment.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Because it's not like an actual Barbie that I'm using. It's it's an off-brand Barbie.
Okay.
So
Darby.
I think her name is like Bonnie.
This is my Darby doll.
Yeah. So, well, because Barbies are like $50.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not spending $50 on something that I
Because
might...
of the movie or just in general?
I think in general, like Barbie brand Barbie.
Holy shit.
At least the ones that I was seeing were all really expensive.
Anywho, in the next episode is when we're going to resume control of Donna, and we're going to do some exploring a bit. Yeah, we actually get to explore Aegis, the royal capital, or Aegis.
I think I pronounced it Aegis.
Aegis. Aegis sounds about right. The word Aegis actually appears in a couple fantasy stories, so that's probably what they're going for.
Very well. Just be at the palace before dusk. Thank you.
My brain is like, I would love to live here. And then I look at their apparel and I look at myself and I'm like, maybe as a hermit, but like,
Oh, I'm sure I wouldn't do that again. Right, of course. A well-behaved maiden like you would never resort to childish tricks to escape her confines. Nothing gets past you, huh?
nothing gets
I'm
past
sure I
you.
don't need to worry about you, but stay out of trouble all the
We
same.
got a curfew.
Trouble should happen to find you. Call for me at once. Don't go
All
standing
right, so
alone
she's
so it doesn't
letting
hurt.
us explore a little bit, but she's got a very tight leash.
I understand. Well then, I'll be off now.
All right, so in the next episode, we're going to play around as Donna.
Yay.
Audience and reunion. See you then.
Toodles.